Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you a safe way to store your Bitcoin. When you first start with Bitcoin, you will probably be using an online wallet like Coinbase or Blockchain or Xapo. There are quite a few of them and they're doing a great job, but they are not 100% secure because they're online wallets, they're cloud storages, therefore they're vulnerable to online risks like hacking and other online risks. So you want to move away from online storage at some point when you accumulate some Bitcoin, and you want to have it stored offline in a cold storage, as we call it, which is what I'm going to be reviewing today. One of the top devices on the market, it's the Ledger Nano S, and I'm going to go through all of the features and what it does, how it works, so that you can make up your mind whether it's the right device for you. Stay tuned. So let's take a closer look at the Ledger Nano S, see how it works, what it is, what does it do, why do I recommend it. It's a Bitcoin wallet like many others, and there are quite a few online right now. There is Trezor, of course, which is probably the biggest competitor of Ledger. Trezor, however, is a little bit more expensive, and the only advantage until now, until this device, was that Trezor is open source and Ledger was using closed source for the predecessors of this device. However, with the Nano S, Ledger finally starts the open source wallets, and I think from now on all the next generations will be open source, because apparently this is what the customers prefer. If you ask me personally, there are risks in both closed source or open source. The main risk with the closed source is that it's basically controlled by a company, so your money is still being at the hands of a company. And the main reason why we are moving away from wallets like Coinbase or Xapo is because they can choose at some point to close your account if they're not happy with something. I had a friend of mine who had his account closed by Coinbase because he was making money with something that they considered to be a Ponzi, and they asked him to take his Bitcoin elsewhere and closed his account. This was kind of the best scenario, but there is also a worse scenario than that, where they can actually just freeze your funds and you don't have access to your own funds just because you're using a closed source wallet. And this is why we want to move away from them. On the other hand, they are cloud storages. It's all in the internet. So with them, they are also vulnerable to many attacks. So we want to avoid that as well. This is why we're going for cold storage, something that will not be connected online 24/7. And you will only be connecting this to your computer at the time when you need to make a transaction. The rest of the time this will be offline. So even if major hacking attacks are happening on any of the exchanges or the wallets, the majority of your Bitcoin should stay here offline. Okay, so this is about it. Let's open it and see what we have in the box. You will probably see many videos that will do the same thing, the unboxing. I'm gonna go through this very briefly, and then we're gonna go and see how it works and how do we use it. The first thing you receive in the box is the first thing that I'm taking out of the box is the menu. There's a couple of cards in here that will tell us how to work with it and what do we need to do. I'm gonna go through that in detail. Then we have the actual device. You can see it looks really sleek and nice. Ledger is inscripted on top of it. And if we look on the other side, there is another inscription that reads Vires in numeris, meaning we believe in numbers. I think that's what it means. It's Latin, and it's a nice nod to the Bitcoin community. This is something that is quite a nice touch, isn't it? Okay, so we're moving on. I'm opening the rest of the box, and we basically have the cable, the USB cable that we will be using to connect it to the laptop or computer. And then you have some accessories. This will be if you want to wear it on your neck, and if you want to wear it as a key ring. You also have these accessories here to add it to your keychain, which I would not advise, because quite frankly that's not something that I would want to be carrying around with me when I go out. You don't really walk around with a few $1,000s in your pocket, tens of thousands perhaps, so that's not something that I would advise. Let's go to the computer and see how it works and what does it do. And the first thing you need to do is go on the website. The link will be provided. It is ledgerwallet.com. The link will be below the video. And you need to be downloading a couple of things. That's why you need to be on the website. And I would also advise you to go straight to the help page to support. And even though you might be watching this video as you go along, it will be good to have the instructions handy. So you can go to Ledger Nano S and just go to how to start. This will basically show you the very first steps, and you know that you're doing it right because you're reading it straight from the website. And also it's very important that you're using a Chrome browser, because the applications and the extensions that you will be using with this are compatible with Chrome browser. Possibly soon they will release for Mozilla Firefox and the other browsers, but I think for the moment the requirement is Chrome. So this is what I'm sticking to as well. I'm using Chrome. There is another link here provided to install what you need to start with your Nano S. Go on ledgerwallet.com start and follow the instructions. So this is where we're going to go next. So now I'm going to select the device that I have. And for this device, the first thing I want is to configure it. So this is where I'm going to start from. So first steps with Ledger Nano S. The first thing is to connect the device using the USB cable. So this is what we're doing now. And this is what we're doing first. This is the device up close. You can see there are two buttons here that we will be using, left and right. And nothing, pretty much nothing else. This is where you connect it. Okay, pretty much like any USB. And the other side will go into the computer. And it's even giving you the instruction. It tells you what to do next. When you press both buttons, that is usually to confirm. And when you're using left or right, that will be just to navigate. So every time you need to confirm, you will be using both buttons. And this is what I'm going to be doing right now. Let's press both buttons to begin. Okay, so this is exactly as it reads in here. It says use left and right buttons to navigate. Pressing both buttons at the same time means you wish to confirm or continue to the next screen. So step 1, connect. Step 2, choose a PIN code. Step 3, back up your recovery phrase. These are the 3 steps that we're going to be doing first. You can choose to create a new wallet or import a Bitcoin account or Ethereum account. I will be creating a new wallet. This is what I'm going to be doing. So to start with the configuration, I need to first press both buttons. After that, I will be using left and right to navigate. So let's start. Configure as a new device. I press the right button because I needed to confirm. Now I need to choose my PIN code. To click on both of them, and I can select which will be the first number. Now I'm gonna blur this later on in my video because I don't want everyone to know my number, but this is just how it works. Once you've selected the number that you wish, you will just press both and it will skip to the next one. Now you can choose the second one, and if you want it goes straight to 5 just because it's in the middle. But if you want to go for 2 or 1 or something, you will go left. If you want to go from 6, 7, 8, 9, you will go to the right. So this is how you increase the number, this is how you decrease the number. And now it's asking me to confirm my PIN, so I'll have to do the same again. So I click on both, and now I need to select exactly the same PIN which I selected already, and then I'll click with both to confirm it. And as soon as I've done that, as soon as I click with both to confirm, it's asking me to write down my recovery phrase. My recovery phrase consists of a few words that I will have to be writing on these cards. I said earlier that there were a few cards here, and this is when we need to use them. This card, the third one, here on this sheet, you will write all the words in this order as they are given to you. Later on, you will be prompted for one or two or more of these words in order to confirm transactions and to just identify yourself. So make sure that you keep this handy. And here we go. When I click with both buttons, it's going to give me my first phrase, my first word, and it's saying here word number 1. And I'm going to be writing that word here. Okay, then I need to click with the right button to proceed to the next word. And then I'm going to be clicking with the right button again to proceed to the next word, and so on. So if you at some point need to go back and find out what was a previous word, you will just click on the left button and you can go and see what the previous word is. Otherwise, you just continue, and after the 24 words, you will click with 2 buttons to confirm. So now you will need to confirm that recovery phrase. Let's start. Select your word 6. Now it's giving me choice of words. I will need to just go left or right and find the word which corresponds to number 6 in my recovery phrase. When you find the right word, you will click with both buttons to confirm it. And then it's giving you this message, configuration, your device is now ready. Okay, so my device is now ready. Let's see what is the next step. Once you've seen the message, your device is now ready, you will now have to install the Ledger apps on your computer to use your wallet. So I'm going to download all of these because I want to have the full functionality of my device. Let's start with the first one. The first one I'm downloading is my Bitcoin and altcoins wallet. I have this choice here for Android, Chrome or iOS. In my case, I'm going for Chrome. I'm gonna click install and it's opening it separately as an app, which I'm going to add to my Chrome. There is a warning message here that I'm seeing displayed. I need to agree to that and add the app. And now we are already sent to the apps page. You know, Chrome is giving you all of the Google apps by default. And then we see the Ledger Wallet Bitcoin app here. If I click on it, it will open in a separate window. And as soon as I open the app on my computer, I'm seeing here Bitcoin wallet. And if I go left, I can also choose Ethereum. And that's it, I think. Okay. And now all I have to do here is, as the Bitcoin is in the middle, so it's selected, I just need to confirm, and it's going to open this wallet. So now I'm going to go to my screen and I'm going to manipulate it from there. So now I'm going to go straight to the Ledger Wallet app, and it's opening it in this window. And we can see that this is my empty wallet. It's literally brand new, so there's nothing really there yet. I need to now send some money into that wallet, and I'm gonna go into my blockchain account, and first I'm going to make a transaction from there. So here in my account, I will need to receive, which means I'll need to generate a wallet address. So this is where I'm going to click first. I'm going to click receive now, and I'm already generating an address. So now I need to send money to this address, and I'm going to do it with my phone, my blockchain, as I said. So first I need to log into the blockchain app, and now I'm going to select this button here to scan the QR code. I'm going to scan it, and then I'll be prompted to send money to this address. Now I'll need to select how much I want to send. Okay, and now I just need to press continue. I will confirm it, and I did a transaction for quite a bit of money there, almost $200. So let's hope that everything goes smoothly and I don't get any mistake or errors on the way. So this is now sent. successfully. Let's see what do we get on the screen. I will close this. Oh, I'm already seeing that transaction. It's not yet confirmed, but it's already reflecting here. It's showing me that as soon as the transaction gets confirmed by the blockchain, it will be received. It will be in my wallet. And while I'm waiting for this transaction to be confirmed, what I'm going to do is make another transaction, this time from my Coinbase. And now I'm going to unplug this device so that it's offline. Let me first take my address. So let me copy this. This is another address that every time you click receive, you should be generating a new address. So let's unplug this straight away. I'm not even going to exit it the normal way. Let's say that you had an accident or something, and the cable got disconnected. So what happens is the wallet just disappears. It turns off, and this is off. So even if I press the buttons now, nothing really happens. So let's try, and while I'm offline completely, just do this. I'm gonna go here to send a request, and I'm going to paste the address that I just copied. Okay, then I'm going to select the amount that I'm going to send, and it will be something really tiny. I will write even a note here. And I'm going to send it. I need to confirm. It's about $6 that I sent. So let's see now how long it's going to take to be received. I need to connect it again. So let's do that. I need to enter my PIN again. Okay, let's minimize Coinbase, and now I'm selecting the Bitcoin wallet. As we already know, the first step, I just need to click to confirm that this is what I want to be using, and it's loading immediately. I can already see that transaction. So the first transaction has already been confirmed. Now I'm waiting for the second. It's already showing here in the account, but as you can see, it says unconfirmed. So unless it receives at least 1 or 3 confirmations, it's not really going to be, I'm not going to be able to use the money. So this is what I'm waiting for right now. However, this has already been received, so now I can make another transaction to show you how to send money from here, how basically you can use that as any other wallet out there. So let's go to send. And this time I'm going to send the money to my Xapo account. Let's just work with all the different ones and see how easy it is to use each of these wallets instead of having to just have one. I always recommend to have an account with at least 2 or 3 different wallets and kind of spread your Bitcoin in different places so that you're less vulnerable to an attack. So let's go into Xapo. It's taking a little bit. Okay, we're in. So let me receive it in my main account, in my main Bitcoin wallet. This is the address that I need to send the money to. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to go into my Ledger wallet. I'll select to send a small amount, again this time 0.06, just so that they're not the same amounts. It's easier for us to track things like that. I can choose the transaction, I can choose the fee that I'm going to be paying. In my case, because I'm sending such a small amount, I'm going to go for the low fee. It will be a slower confirmation, but I will be charged 57 cents of a dollar for that transaction. Otherwise I would be charged almost 80 or 90, which, for the high, if I choose high, the fee is close to $1, which is quite high, especially for a transaction that is only $7. This is why I'm gonna go for the low fee, and it's gonna be slow. So I'm gonna probably have to stop this and continue it a little bit later just to confirm that as well. Let's go to send. I need to enter the recipient address, of course. So let's paste it here and choose send. It's verifying the transaction. Now I need to confirm it on my device. And so we can see that it's telling me what the fee is. I need to confirm it. I'm gonna press OK, which is the right button here. And that's everything. So now it's successfully done. I need to just close this, and it's showing here unconfirmed again. It's in red because this is showing that it's taken out of my account, and the green is what is coming in. So these are incoming transactions, this is an outgoing transaction. And now if I go into my example again, let's see, it should probably be showing already, and it's pending, but it's already showing. This is what I wanted to see. And as I said, it was a cheap transaction. I selected the lowest fee, which means that it will not be taken seriously by the miners for quite a while, and I'm gonna be waiting for maybe a few hours for this to be confirmed. Okay, my transaction finally cleared after 4 hours, almost 4 hours, and it's showing here as complete. It was pending earlier, now it's complete. So 4 hours it took, and it was received. So, and this is how easy it is to work with Ledger. It's an offline wallet, but it does exactly the same as your online wallets that you will be familiar with, like Coinbase, Xapo, Circle, or any of the other ones. I don't want to make this video too long, so this is where I'm gonna leave you. In my next video, I'm gonna show you how to work with Ether and Ethereum. If you have Ethereum, you might want to also store it on your Ledger. So this is what I'm gonna explore in my next video. There will be a link popping up right now up there. So if you're interested in Ethereum, you can also follow that. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope this is helping. I hope it's making things easier and clear, and I hope you understand the importance of having a offline wallet, something, cold storage, where it's not going to be connected online all the time, and it will be less vulnerable to attacks. And I also urge you to make your own research. If you're looking into cold storage, have a look at what else is around there, because currently the top leaders on the market are Trezor and Ledger. I'm pretty sure very soon there will be others coming up, and if you're watching this video a year from now or something like that, there would probably be something more current, something that might be cheaper, or with extra features, maybe something that will have much more currencies than just Ethereum and Bitcoin. And hopefully it's not going to break the bank, because Ledger already has a new wallet that accepts 6 different currencies, but it's costing around 260 euros or something like that, or 230. So it's quite a steep price, and it's not great. So if you want something cheaper, the Nano S will do everything you need. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like or thumbs up or a dislike if you want. I'm gonna respond to all feedback. Leave a comment below, and also you can connect with me on Facebook. My link is below the video.